Hydrogen is often described as the fuel of the future, but for Toyota and Cummins, it is very much the fuel of today. As the global energy transition accelerates, these two giants are racing to define what a hydrogen engine should look like, how it should perform, and most importantly, who it should serve. The title of this video makes a bold claim: the only hydrogen engine you need. But behind that claim lies a critical question. Will the ultimate hydrogen engine come from Toyota with its deep history in fuel cell innovation, or from Cummins, the undisputed heavyweight in diesel and heavy-duty powertrains? The answer is not as simple as choosing one over the other, because both represent very different visions of how hydrogen will reshape mobility. By the end of this video, you will see how their approaches diverge, where they overlap, and which one may hold the key to transforming industries. Toyota has been synonymous with hydrogen fuel cells for over a decade. When the company launched the Mirai in 2014, it wasn't just putting a car on the road. It was sending a message. Toyota envisioned hydrogen not just as a supplemental fuel, but as a parallel path to battery electric vehicles. The Mirai was quiet, efficient, and produced nothing but water vapor at the tailpipe. Yet the real innovation wasn't the sleek sedan itself, but the fuel cell stack buried within it. That stack, essentially, a miniature power plant, combined hydrogen with oxygen from the air to generate electricity on demand. Instead of recharging a massive lithium-ion battery, Toyota's car refueled in minutes at a hydrogen station, offering a driving range that rivaled gasoline. This was Toyota's bet that people wouldn't want to wait hours to recharge, and hydrogen's convenience would tip the scales. Over the years, Toyota expanded its fuel cell ambitions beyond cars. The same technology has been tested in buses on Tokyo streets, trucks at US ports, and even stationary power systems that can back up factories. Toyota believes hydrogen has a role wherever fast refueling, long range, and heavy-duty operation collide. But the Achilles heel of Toyota's approach has been infrastructure. In California, for example, hydrogen fueling stations are sparse, often plagued by downtime and supply shortages. Without a reliable and widespread network, even the best hydrogen car cannot break into the mainstream. Despite these challenges, Toyota hasn't backed down. In fact, it has doubled down, forming partnerships with truck makers and energy companies to push hydrogen into new markets. For Toyota, the hydrogen engine is not just a replacement for combustion. It is a new way of thinking about energy systems altogether. Cummins, by contrast, comes from a very different legacy. This is a company that built its reputation on diesel engines, massive, reliable, and powerful machines that drive everything from 18-wheelers to mining trucks. For Cummins, the question was never whether hydrogen was interesting, but whether it could be harnessed in a way that customers trusted. Instead of fuel cells, Cummins took a more direct route: hydrogen internal combustion engines, or H2ICEs. These engines look and feel like the diesels that mechanics and fleet operators already know. They still use pistons, crankshafts, and turbochargers, but instead of diesel fuel, they burn hydrogen. The result is a familiar platform with a radically different emissions profile. No carbon dioxide, no diesel particulates, just water vapor and trace nitrogen oxides, which can be managed with existing after-treatment technology. The genius of Cummins' approach lies in its pragmatism. Fleet operators don't have to reinvent their business models, retrain their entire workforce, or redesign their vehicles from scratch. Instead, they can take the engines they already understand, switch the fuel, and keep running. Earlier this year, Cummins unveiled a 15-liter hydrogen engine capable of delivering performance on par with diesel. The company has already begun testing these engines in heavy trucks, buses, and agricultural equipment. For industries where downtime means lost money and where payloads demand relentless power, Cummins hydrogen engines could be the bridge that takes them from fossil fuels into a low-carbon future. But when you put Toyota and Cummins side by side, the differences become clear. Toyota is building an electric future powered by hydrogen fuel cells, where hydrogen acts as a clean source of electricity. Cummins is building a combustion future where hydrogen simply replaces diesel in the familiar cycle of piston-driven power. Toyota wants to reinvent mobility. Cummins wants to transition it without disruption. Both are valid visions, but they target entirely different audiences. Toyota focuses on passengers, light fleets, and urban mobility, while Cummins zeroes in on long-haul trucking, industrial operations, and heavy equipment. Which vision is better? It depends on where you stand. Fuel cells are incredibly efficient and produce only water as a byproduct, but they require complex technology and expensive materials like platinum. Hydrogen combustion engines are simpler, cheaper, and easier to scale quickly, but they sacrifice some efficiency and still produce small amounts of nitrogen oxides. Fuel cells fit seamlessly with electrification trends, while combustion appeals to industries resistant to radical change. In other words, Toyota is playing the long game of technological reinvention, while Cummins is playing the practical game of immediate adoption. The real deciding factor, however, is not technology. It's infrastructure and cost. Without cheap green hydrogen available at scale, neither Toyota's fuel cells nor Cummins' hydrogen engines will thrive. Today, the cost of producing and delivering hydrogen is still several times higher than gasoline or diesel on an energy equivalent basis. Electrolyzers, pipelines, and fueling stations are being built, but not fast enough. Policymakers are stepping in with incentives, like the US hydrogen production tax credits or Europe's hydrogen strategy, but the rollout is uneven. For Toyota's hydrogen cars, the lack of fueling stations remains a barrier. For Cummins heavy trucks, the challenge is ensuring reliable bulk supply at depots and logistics hubs. Both need the same solution, a hydrogen economy that scales from niche to mainstream. So when we say the only hydrogen engine you need, the truth is nuanced. If you are a commuter or a city fleet operator, Toyota's hydrogen fuel cells may be the engine of choice, offering clean, quiet, and efficient performance. If you are a trucking company or an industrial player moving goods across continents, Cummins hydrogen combustion engines may be the answer, providing rugged reliability without tearing up your existing business model. Each engine solves a different problem, and both are indispensable in the broader transition. Why does this matter? Because the race to decarbonize transport is not about choosing between hydrogen and batteries or between Toyota and Cummins. It is about deploying the right technology in the right place. Batteries may dominate short trips and passenger EVs, but hydrogen could dominate long-haul freight, maritime shipping, and even aviation. In this mosaic of solutions, both Toyota and Cummins are carving out their piece of the puzzle. Together, they represent not competition, but complementarity. One redefines the future. The other accelerates the present. As viewers and consumers, the real question is, which of these engines will touch your life first? Will it be a Toyota hydrogen car quietly humming through your neighborhood or a Cummins-powered truck delivering goods to your doorstep? Both are closer than you think, and both signal a world where engines no longer have to rely on fossil fuels. So which engine do you think deserves the title of the only hydrogen engine you need? Toyota's fuel cell or Cummins hydrogen combustion? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be reading and responding to as many as I can. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. And if you want to go even deeper into the world of hydrogen technology and financing, check out our Green Hydrogen Development and Financing course at Renee Energy, CUMS. It's packed with tools, templates, and case studies designed for developers, consultants, and investors who want to get ahead in this fast-moving space. The hydrogen future is no longer a distant dream. It's a choice we are making right now. And whether it comes in the form of a Toyota fuel cell or a Cummins hydrogen combustion engine, one thing is clear. A hydrogen engine you'll drive soon is already here.